Welcome back, everyone. Continuing our dating series with the 10 stand on the couple palace. As I mentioned before, if you enter your birthday in this link I provided, not affiliated with any of them, it's just a link I found that would translate the date from your birthday to a Chinese date that display it in English for everyone to understand. Obviously, if you know Chinese or know some Chinese, you can use the Chinese version of the calendar. There's plenty out there, but this is the only one I found that give you the date in English, so it's more helpful to our audience here. So as we mentioned before, we use the date column in your 4 pillars of destiny to determine what we call a couple palace. That's why it's important that you find out what that date is. If you had done like a life analysis before, you can review the paperwork you receive. It will say on the date column, whether it's in Chinese or in English, it should mention the date I will be mentioning here. Cross-reference which date you have and determine what that person's couple palace is. Couple palace just mean like one of these 10 personality that would affect the person's dating preferences. Without further ado, the next personality I'll go through is positive seals. Looking at the date column or the date that you were born, if you were born in any of these dates on the Chinese solar calendar, also known as the Chinese zodiac calendar. If you're born in like Jiaxi, Yihai, Wu, or GC. I'll put up the Chinese version of it too, so you can review it if you understand Chinese. If you had the positive seal in your couple palace, that means you're most likely gonna be a nice guy or girl. You fit the stereotype of a nice guy or girl. You have a good heart, you enjoy doing charity work, you're a very giving person. Most likely could be a priest or just a very charitable person. You've served in the Peace Corps maybe. These kind of good-hearted people, they tend to prefer older maids. Whether you're a girl or guy. For guy, you might be looking for older females. Or for girl, you might be looking for older guys. Commonly just a few years older than them. They also have a lot of family benefactor in life. So that means the family are very supportive of everything they do in life. Depends on where else they have the positive seal. This would ensure like support from family in their same generation. That means like sibling, like cousin in the same generation, friends and family in the same generation. Now the bad thing is like these folks tend to be a little slow, laid back with life. They're not super motivated people, even with a proposal in marriage. When it comes to time where you might need to propose for marriage, they tend to be a little slow in that area too. So you might have to be the one to propose to them if your boyfriend or girlfriend has this positive seal, and equally apply for both female and male on the proposal area. Also, the downside of having family benefactor is that friends and family might get in the way of your relationship. They might interfere, like inject their comments and this is good, this is bad, like their family mostly, not you. The person you're dating has this positive seal, or maybe you have the positive seal and you realize your family will interject with your relationship. So that's the downward of the positive seal in your couple palace. On to the next stand. There's really 5 elements, but they have a yin and a yang. The yang is positive seal, so the yin side is partial seal. It's slightly opposite than the positive seal. How do you know you're a partial seal and you were born in any of these days? So we have the Bingying, Dingmao, Genshin, Genshu, Xinwei, Xinchao, Renxin, or Guiyu. I put up the translation here on the screen as well. So the pros of the partial seal in the couple palace is that they're attracted to interesting people that have a unique personality, cool kids or out of the normal type of folks. For example, hipsters, goth kids, artsy kids, etc., etc. The non-mainstream type of personality. People with partial seal tend to attract to people that their parents would disapprove. Say, for example, you were raised as a goth kid, that's the norm. All of a sudden, like you're attracted to these like normal type of kid, and it's still fit that category of like people that your parents are gonna disapprove. So your parents approve like the strange type of people, then the normal type would be the parents' disapproval category. Hope that makes sense. Like they tend to have non-traditional type of career, such as an artist or any type of creative work, like making YouTube video. Shows interest in special topics such as Feng Shui is one of them, or other type of astrology, any kind of spiritual line of work, these personality as well. It's also a pro of having family benefactor in life as well. Any people with a seal, official seal or partial seal, associate with a benefactor of some sort. It depends on which column the seal lies in. For sure, you've had the partial seal in the couple palace. I can predict that you have family benefactor, at least in the same generation, or like your friends and your siblings or any cousin in the same generation are your benefactors. Whether they're good or bad is yet to be determined, but you have benefactor within the family and friends area. Now, the bad thing we mentioned earlier is that the person you're attracted to is going to be someone that your parents disapprove. You have a unique attitude when it comes to relationship. Maybe you attracted to traits that does not conform to the normality. Like everyone likes a good-looking guy. You tend to attract to someone that has this special trait that only you can see, other cannot see. So maybe this guy is a bad guy to almost everyone, but you see the good in this one person. That's what love is. It's something that's hard to describe. You can attract to someone that's totally against the world. You find this one person to be special in your heart, and that's fine. This is what love is. Love is not rational. Also, another bad thing is family benefactor. It might translate to family interference. Family and friend benefactor in life can also be translated to family and friend interference. Expect a lot of family and friends to interject in your relationship, or the person you're dating's relationship, their family might interject with your relationship if you have a relationship with them. Same problem with anyone with a seal, either positive or partial seal, couple palettes. This concludes our second segment on our Feng Shui dating series. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, turn it blue for some good luck. Dislike for bad luck? No, you want that. Subscribe if you want to stay up to date in the upcoming series. We'll have 3 more to cover on this series. Anyway, until the next time, we'll talk about people that have a wealth personality in terms of couple palace. That'll be interesting to find out if someone is actually into wealth when it comes to dating. Those two things are often inseparable. See you next time.